test of our progress is not whether we add more to the abundance of those who have much. It is whether we provide enough for those who have too little. That is a quote by Franklin D. Roosevelt. My name is Hope Green, and I am going to talk about Community Assistance Center. It's a nonprofit organization that seeks to raise funds and gain volunteers to provide financial assistance and services to those in need in the Sandy Springs, Dunwoody area. The Sandy Springs, Dunwoody community has a population of 150,000 people. In 2014, the city of Sandy Springs reported that 5.5% of its population is unemployed, and that another 17% earned less than $25,000 a year. According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, the national poverty line for 2014 was set at $19,790 a year for a family of three. $25,000 a year is just $2.50 an hour above the national poverty line. Statistically, 33,000 members of our community was in need. Today, I will show you how poverty affects our community, talk about what Community Assistance Center is and how it supports our community, and finally, how we can support our community through Community Assistance Center. Maslow's hierarchy of needs demonstrates how there are needs that must be met before other needs. Physiological and safety needs, such as food, water, shelter, must be met before the needs of esteem, which is the respect for others and respect by others. When basic needs are compromised, this can negatively affect our community. A. Bishop, a writer for the U.S. Census Bureau's American Community Survey report, wrote that problems associated with living in poverty areas, such as higher crime rates and fewer job opportunities, are exacerbated when poor families live clustered in higher crime neighborhoods. According to FBI.gov, Sandy Springs in 2014 reported 2,745 property crimes. To alleviate our community of these potential stresses and strains, we should get involved. But first, let's learn a little bit more about Community Assistance Center. Our CAC.org is per our CAC.org, Community Assistance Center is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to bring together Sandy Springs and Dunwoody communities to provide compassionate assistance to neighbors in need by providing financial support, helping to meet basic needs, and promoting self-reliance. The organization started with a small group of congregations who saw individuals in their community who were in need. They joined forces and began to serve the community on October 11, 1987. Today, Community Assistance Center is supported by 30 congregations and other supporters, including the City of Sandy Springs and the United Way of Greater Atlanta. Community Assistance Center staff member Liza H. reported that the organization gives between $18,000 to $22,000 a month for rent and utilities. Per our CAC.org, in order to stop eviction and pay one utility bill for an individual is $400. That's $300 and $100 respectively. Community Assistance Center can financially assist 540 to 660 people a year. However, what about the remaining 32,000 people? The answer is our community can get involved. A Coca-Cola executive retiree, Cease Webster, who's a Community Assistance Center volunteer, says, "It is time to give back. We can support Community Assistance Center by donating food, volunteering our time, or even giving specialty services that can actually support our community. Another opportunity would be to participate in the Vintage Affair, which is a formal gala event that Community Assistance Center hosts every year. For details or to purchase tickets, visit vintageaffair.org. All proceeds are given to the Community Assistance Center's mission." According to staff member Liza H., this year's gala raised $117,000 in order to support our community. In closing, Community Assistance Center avails financial assistance, a thrift store, food pantry, children and holiday programs, and adult education classes. Community Assistance Center staff member Liza H. says that the goal is to expand the volunteer base, expand financial assistance services, and also to expand by opening satellite offices. This will allow us to reach the people. As a community, let's expand with Community Assistance Center.